Hi, welcome. It's been a long while since I've discussed menopause brain, and I think it is long overdue. Everyone has those little moments where something slips your mind, where you put the keys, what time your appointment is. But the brain fog I'm talking about that occurs during perimenopause and menopause is next level. It is far more frequent and more intense. It is one of the top experienced and complained about symptoms that occur when hormones begin to shift. Our brains contain estrogen receptors, so it makes sense that when women hit around mid-perimenopause and estrogen begins to drop, it causes changes to the brain that affects memory and concentration. Do any of these scenarios look familiar to you? I'm guilty of several of them, and they drive me nuts. Let's start with a classic. Constantly losing your glasses and spending a good portion of every day looking for them, sometimes finding them in the most obvious places, like on your head. Same thing happens with keys, over and over again. I once tore my house apart looking for my keys because I was late to an appointment, only to discover I was holding them. I wish I could tell you that bonehead move was a one-time occurrence, but I'd be lying. How about walking into a room and then completely forgetting why you went in there, and the frustration of not being able to remember until after you've left the room, so you have to turn around and go back? How about leaving a store in the mall and completely spacing out on which direction you need to go to get to your next destination, and spending 20 minutes or more when you leave the mall looking for your car because you can't remember where you parked it? Then, of course, there are missing appointments, forgetting names and important events, and buying carts full of groceries constantly, but forgetting the one important thing you went to the grocery store for in the first place. If that were not enough, lack of concentration and focus are unwelcome additions as well. I often have to reread long posts or emails over and over again, because by the time I get to the end, I've forgotten half of what I've read. And reading an entire book nowadays is almost impossible. This difficulty with focus and concentration can make being efficient at work a real challenge, and many women struggle to make it through their workday. There are, of course, dozens of other symptoms that can make surviving a full work shift a real chore, but those are topics for other videos. So short of living our lives with Post-it notes all over our bodies, what can be done? Does menopause brain ever go away? The first bit of good news in this video is that yes, menopause brain is usually temporary. Just as our bodies adapt to a new normal with lower levels of certain hormones, so too do our brains. Brain fog usually follows you into early postmenopause, but gradually improves. In the meantime, there are a list of things that you can do to improve brain function and hopefully make your life a little bit easier and less frustrating. The old saying, use it or lose it, applies to your brain as well. Doing everything you can to work your brain will help improve its function. Brain games, reading, and yes, even socializing can help sharpen your brain. I'm sure the suggestion to drink more water has been thrown at you 1,000,001 times and is probably getting a little old, but it will help improve brain function. Even mild dehydration can affect brain health, so drink your water, ladies. Next is sleep. Getting enough sleep can be a real challenge during menopause, but adequate sleep can make a big difference to brain health. A good night's rest will help improve concentration and cognition and help lift some of that fog. Next, take omega-3s and B12. Omega-3s are known as brain food and found in large concentrations in the brain. They are important to memory and overall brain health. B12 deficiencies often lead to brain fog, among other things, so supplementing with omega-3s and B12 may help improve brain function. This next one can be a bit challenging, but you need to de-stress. Chronic stress causes an overabundance of cortisol, which can be damaging to the brain. So finding ways to reduce stress is vital to proper brain function. My favorite is yoga, but meditation, a bath, and a good book, a movie, and a fluffy blanket and dozens of other things will work as well. A clean diet is equally as important. You are what you eat, and a healthy brain requires healthy food. Focusing on fruits, veggies, and healthy proteins and fats, and avoiding sugar and processed food can make a huge difference to cognitive function. Exercise can go a long way as well. Something as simple as walking can increase oxygen flow to the brain and drastically improve your ability to think more clearly. My brain fog and concentration have improved by following these suggestions. I still have menopause brain moments, just not as frequently. I hope they help you as well. If you want to see more videos like this one, subscribe. I make content on all things midlife and menopause. Wishing you all health, happiness, and peace of body and mind. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.